Awesome. So we'll jump into our show. So we're gonna have Megan's gonna be next up, and she's gonna talk about journaling as an activity to do during these uncertain times.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. So I will go ahead and share my screen real quick. All right, so trying to find something to give yourself something to do while being stuck at home. I'm sure it's kind of getting to the point where we're either running out of ideas of things to do, or we're starting to get a little bit of burnout when it comes to staying busy or even overwhelmed with the work that you are doing. So this week, I just wanted to talk a little bit about journaling and the many different benefits that journaling has and the different ways that you can incorporate journaling into your daily life, into a way to just be creative and be able to, just kind of put yourself out on paper and you can keep this private, or you can share it with friends and family if you decide to. But journaling is a really great way for us to kind of balance the stress of, work and school and the unknown that we're dealing with right now as well. And it allows you to express yourself in a way that maybe we don't always think of journaling. It kind of sounds like something that maybe we would have done in like our younger years, but it's a really fun way to kind of get everything that you need to do done and have it organized and be creative and do things your own way. It reduces the stress that you might have because you're able to organize and have things like written down for people who are visual learners, or you want to have like a hard copy of the things that you need to do instead of just like making a mental note of that. It can help manage your different anxieties that you might have with the unknown, and just help you cope with everything that you have going on in life. It's a really easy and fun way to just kind of be planning and getting things done. It doesn't have to be like a diary kind of journal thing. I have some really cool examples too on how to be able to track the way that you're feeling, and you can utilize the journal for your water intake and exercise and your different moods throughout the day. So if there is a time where you are feeling a little overwhelmed, you can see like, during this time of the day, I started to get really stressed, and I noticed that it happens at the same time every day or every week. So then you can kind of figure out like, what's happening during that time that's adding to the daily stress that you might be facing too. So you want to be setting aside some time every day if you can. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, just a couple minutes a day to write down a couple positive things, a couple things that you want to fix or work on for the next few days. Make it easy. So something, sometimes we can get a little too, caught up in wanting it to be perfect and that having that perfection. But you want to be creative without overwhelming yourself too much. This is something that's supposed to be relaxing and fun, not another stress. Write down what feels right. It doesn't have to be, there's no specifics on how to journal and how to create your own journal. So just putting in there what you feel you want to work on and what you feel is more like most important in your life. So we do have the website for bullet journals, which is, this is a pretty popular way of journaling. We do have some examples on, what that might look like. They have a really nice 5-minute tutorial that talks about the many ways that you can use the bullet journal. You don't have to get their specific journal either. You can pick up the journals at like Walmart, Meijer, Target, different places like that. And just make it your own. You can read through the website, you can decorate it as much as you want. And then I included a couple different examples on, different things that you can do throughout the day. You can organize your days or your weeks or your months. You can make it as broad or as narrow as you decide to. Of course, this is all for you to just feel comfortable and confident with, organizing and staying on track and having a schedule and just having somewhere that you can go to debrief and to vent and to get everything out without having to keep it all balled up inside. And there's plenty for people who might not have as much artistic ability like myself. There's lots of printable forms too, so you don't have to create your own. You can make them online. A lot of people do like draw their own in the notebooks, but there's plenty of printable and free resources too for being able to make some, and just making it fun, making it pretty, colorful, something that you want to be doing instead of making it feel like another hassle. So it's a really great way to just get yourself out there, express yourself, and then give yourself something to do that makes you feel good and benefits you in a really fun and helpful way. So we will have some of this stuff posted on our website too, and I will go ahead and, if I can, stop sharing. But yeah, we really hope that we can see, some of the different creative ways that you're able to come up with your journals and different things to work on.
I think that's really cool, Megan. I think I like the idea of, that it doesn't have to be, just your thoughts and feelings at any given time. It can be whatever it is that you want it to be or need it to be for yourself. I mean, I know for me, like having lists that I actually like handwrite is really helpful for me to remember like what kind of things I need to do and to set goals for myself for the week. So I think like if we're, if people are able to do that, maybe it, all the stress and the stuff that we're dealing with feels less daunting if we can kind of compartmentalize it. Because I liked how even some of the examples that you showed had, this is my stuff for school, and then this is my stuff for, work, or, whatever the different sort of places that we need to devote some of our time, which kind of, takes me back to Sarah, what you were talking about last week with kind of separating those different pieces, and, the idea that we have so many things that we are, feel obligated to accomplish, and it can kind of show too, like just how much stuff we have to do. So you can give yourself a little bit of a break and set some realistic goals for yourself on what you can and can't accomplish throughout the course of a day or a week. So I think that's great.
Yeah, and there are some really fun ways. I've seen lots of different ways to even track like books that you want to read or movies that you want to watch, and drawing up a bookshelf and writing different books that you want to read on like the spines of the books, or coming up with movie tickets and writing down movies that you want to watch or TV shows that you want to see. So, it's a really fun way to just kind of get creative with making life feel a little bit easier and having somewhere to go instead of having to keep everything inside internally.
That's great. All right. Well, thanks, Megan.